Hey guys, it's trigger time. I have to admit, I'm going via memory. I have big needles and little needles. So we need a big needle first. Seriously, who wants that? So I'm taking 5,000 units, which is, that's the powder. That is the solvent. So I need to take the solvent, put it in there. Putting my needle on a box so it's not touching anything. Rubbing the tops. I've got a new, I had to do my other injections at 6 o'clock today. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that way we could make sure when they told me to do it. So that's when I did it. I'm not supposed to shake it, I'm just stirring it. And make sure the air goes back in it. So leaking all down my leg. Yeah. Okay. That down. Now it's time for a little more friendly needle. That just bent the needle. That's not gonna help me. Luckily I have one other one. just burns. Trigger is done. It's Tuesday night. Tomorrow I get a break from drugs, which is great. And then Thursday is surgery.
It's closed, but there's people waiting here, so I'm pretty sure it's because they're starting to do extra times.
Just woke up, feeling pretty good in recovery. We got 12 eggs, so I'm really happy with that. Hey everyone! Oh, a lot has happened since we last spoke. In the last video you saw that we did our egg retrieval. So we ended up getting 12 eggs harvested. 9 of them were mature and 8 of them fertilized. So we were told we were going to be doing a day 3 embryo transfer with 2 embryos, and so that was the plan, except for the problem is that the clinic doesn't do transfers on the weekend. The IVF part of the clinic is not open. So I guess our mindset was like, okay, so Monday we're going to go in for our embryo transfer. Pros and cons. It means it would be a day 4, which meant the embryos that maybe would have made it to day 4 are going to be healthier, more established. Cons, we might not have as many make it to that stage. Also con, they might not do 2, which is something that we wanted to do. So that's kind of what we were preparing for. So that's all from Thursday. Friday afternoon is when we got the call to check up how I was doing post-op and the results about what the eggs and how many fertilized and all that kind of good stuff. So then we got a call again later on from the clinic, and go sit down, Chloe. And so then we got told we were doing transfer tomorrow, as in Saturday. I was like, oh, what? So, now, yeah, we're going to do a double embryo transfer tomorrow. And I was like, that's only a 2-day embryo transfer. She's like, yeah, why? Do you want to wait? And I was like, no. Excuse me. Honestly, this whole cycle has been completely crazy, and even though we thought we knew the process, everything kind of happened on its own timeline. Even from, we didn't think we were going to do we didn't think we were going to do our IVF cycle 5 until next month. So all of it kind of just happened quicker than we were anticipating. So I was like, let's just roll with it. We're just going to do it. It means I have less to stress about, I guess, an extra day to put myself through the works. Why don't you tell them what you think about my fuzzy socks?
Do you really want me to say what I think about your socks?
Yeah.
They're pretty retracted.
Okay. Do you want to show them? What's wrong with it? So yeah, we went in and we had our 2 embryos. So on day 2 they're looking for embryos with cells between 2 and 4, and we had 2 that were 4-cell embryos put in. The wildest and craziest thing about that is that for the very first time we actually saw them starting to like move, bubble, and then separate in front of us. So they were still dividing like right in front of us on the screen before they got put in. We'd never seen that before, so that was I felt like a bit of a nice sign to see, okay, they're still dividing, they're still doing the things they're supposed to. And yeah, so we got them put in. And like I said, our clinic doesn't do the weekends. Our clinic doesn't do surgery on Thursdays. So even just for that to have happened, this cycle, this month, there were 14 women doing transfers. So they had to split us up, and so we went into a Saturday group. The rest of the clinic was not open, but there was only 2 people ahead of us. So the wait wasn't very long. And I walked in and my doctor Sunny was there. So just, I guess instantly I had a bit of a, okay. If you remember from our last transfer, it was a very like in, out, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am kind of experience, and one we had never really experienced before. So where we are right now. So that was Saturday. We are now on Tuesday. Now, I originally planned to take off from work Monday and Tuesday, thinking that transfer was going to be on Monday. I've ended up, you might be able to hear it, get quite sick. I'm trying my best to fight it off and be as in it as I can. Last night I had a bit of a fever, which worried me a little bit. So with that, I did take some Panadol because I just didn't want my temp to get up too high. I've also been very, very uncomfortable. I'm pretty sure I have a mild case of OHSS. So ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome, and so I've been very uncomfortable. In fact, the day of our transfer, I felt so incredibly bloated. I was waddling. I found it really hard to move. So for the last couple of days, I've just been doing my best to take it easy. And I guess I honestly didn't realise how much fear has gone into this round. It's just not what I expected. So Sunday, I actually felt quite... Saturday, after it happened, I felt good, just uncomfortable. Sunday, I started feeling a bit, I guess nervous. I went to church. Morning service was good. But they have a prayer evening pretty much almost every Sunday through the term. And so I had made a plan that I was going to go back and go to the prayer service, which I'm really glad I did. I have a couple of women in my life who have been, since we've gone to this church, been walking it out with me. And it was just really incredible. They came up, asked how we're doing. We're kind of like, so we did embryo transfer yesterday. They're like, what? We didn't even know you were starting. So being able to say it out loud and then have those people come around, pray and lift you up, it was just really encouraging. So I felt a lot of peace all Sunday. Monday, Chad went to work, and that was fine. He was actually supposed to go the previous Monday for almost a 2-week trip, and that got cancelled because of the last part of the cyclone that had been happening in Western Australia up north. I need to leave in about 15-20 minutes to go pick him up. So I've been doing really good, just literally been trying to take it easy. 1, because I don't feel well. 2, I'm uncomfortable. And 3, just trying to let those embryos settle and implant the way they're supposed to. Our doctor has pretty much said, you can resume normal activity, but every clinic kind of has their own protocol with what they suggest. Some suggest 24 hours of rest after embryo transfer. Some recommend up to 4 days and of almost bed rest, and then other ones like ours say resume normal activity. So I'd kind of done my own variation of where I've taken it easy. And then the last 2 days, just also because I've not been feeling well, I've just been lying down and resting as much as I can. It has been a wild, crazy roller coaster this round. yeah, last night, I think before going to bed, also, I don't do very well not leaving the house. So being housebound for me is kind of a struggle. I like to be able to leave and not be stuck inside. So pretty much almost being on bed rest for the last couple of days has been tough for me. And so I felt my brain spiraling a little bit last night of all the what ifs and what couldn't happen, and especially because I'm pretty sure I do have a mild case of OHSS. And so with that, it was like I was also starting to get a bit of a temperature, and then I've got this cough, and so then my brain's like all the well what ifs, and yeah, anyway. So I just had to dig into the Word of God last night. I just really had to like actually turn the TV off, go to bed early so that I could read the Word. I did a devotion. I just asked for that peace to come upon me again, and it was there. I did Google of like when do I need to, or if I need to go to the hospital with OHSS. So they didn't really mark fevers as one of their markers of things to keep an eye out for, so I'm not too worried about that. Like I said, if you can hear me, I've got a bit of a cough. I've just not been feeling well. So with that all being said, I feel a bit better this morning. Yes, my chest and my voice sound a little bit worse, but I feel better. I'm not as bloated. I'm still a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm not as bloated. And I don't have the rapid weight gain. So yes, I have the stomach pooch going on right now because I'm bloated, but I don't have the like water weight gain